No matter if you're a parent, teacher, or a professional at work, from time to time we need to evaluate others and share feedback with them. What if you follow the right procedure, concentrate on facts, impact and recommendation, and still your feedback doesn't seem to be working fine? In order to find out what your problem could be, stay tuned. Hi, this is Sebastian Antonovich, and on my 5-minute psychology channel, I talk about psychology and hopefully make your life easier. Probably, no matter who you are, a parent or a teacher or a medicine doctor or any other professional at work, from time to time, you need to give feedback to others. And yes, granted, there are ways in which you can make it better. I'm sure you have already seen my video about facts, impact and recommendation and feedback. And if you follow it, if you concentrate on fact, impact and recommendations, there is a big chance that you are going to be heard and your feedback is going to be effective. But what if it's not? Well, there is a big chance that you, just like the majority of people who are responsible for giving feedback, forget about something very important. Let's find out what this could be. So the first thing that we need to remember is that there is the right time to give feedback. Why do I mean that? If the person to whom you want to give feedback is under the influence of very strong, extreme emotions, no matter how well you will construct your feedback, it will not be heard, or at the very least, it will not be as effective as it could be. All right, does it mean that we should hold the feedback for some time? Very likely, if the person is under the strong influence of extreme emotions, they will not be able to listen to you, they will not be able to concentrate on what you are saying, and most importantly, they will not be ready to accept what you have to say. Let's say that you work for an IT company and you control the quality of the service, and the first-line engineers who are responsible for solving the technical issues of the end users who call them, well, it's a tough job because sometimes us, the users, we can be really annoying, and sometimes we just diffuse our frustrations on these poor help desk or service desk employees. And it's natural that these engineers, these people, they can also be under the strong influence of some extreme emotions. And perhaps from time to time, if they do something badly, and if you work for this company and your responsibility is to share feedback with these agents, well, if this agent is under the influence of this very strong emotion, they will not listen. They will not be able to hear you. They will try, but there is a big chance that they will not be effective at it. What we should do in a situation like this, if you see that they are under the influence of these emotions, give them a moment to cool down, to relax, to chill down. And I'm not saying come back to this problem after 2 days. No, give them like 5, 10, 15 minutes. If you see that they have started crying or shouting, or if they behave in such a way that, they're in a closed position and they are not ready to receive any sort of feedback from you, let them go for a coffee, or you yourself take a toilet break and come back after 10 minutes. There is a big chance that they will be so much more ready to hear you out. Now, I mentioned that it's perfectly fine to give them some time to cool off. Why not longer? Why not to come back to the issue next week or next month? Well, the answer to this is very simple. If the pause is too long, there is a big chance that this person will no longer remember all the details of the situation. It will be too distant, and you will not be able to make some sort of an impact on the person as effective as you could doing it almost immediately after this mistake happened. All right, so finding the right time for your feedback is the key. Besides the time, there is another thing you need to remember. It's the place for it. And what do I mean by that? If you need to share some feedback, for example, with a student, if you're a teacher, or if you are any professional at work, this is very important, so that if you know that you need to concentrate on some, let's say, development areas, some weak aspects, it's better to do it face to face in person when you are all alone, only the two of you. All right, because this way the other person has a bigger chance to be open to your feedback and to listen to what you have to say. If instead you speak in front of the whole group, in front of the whole team, the whole class, and if you concentrate on these negative aspects of the work in front of others, there is a big chance that you will cause too many negative emotions in an unnecessary way, and this way it will result probably in some rather bad behavior than them listening to what you have to say. So if you need to concentrate on some development areas, make sure so that you do it in private as much as it's possible. Of course, there will be some situations where it is not. Then just bear in mind that there are other people watching and that it could be extremely uncomfortable for the other person to receive this feedback from you. All right? The situation looks slightly different if you have all the positive feedback to share. If you want to praise someone for something that they've done well, if you want to congratulate a person, their good behavior or the thing that they have achieved, do it in the public. Make sure that everyone can see it and make it as honest as it can be. First of all, the person will appreciate most likely that they've been praised in public so that everyone can listen, everyone can congratulate them on their achievement as well. But what it does as well is that it is a very strong motivation for other people in the team. And honestly, I do feel that we do not congratulate each other often enough, depending which culture you live in, but the one that I'm living in right now, we are more concentrated on complaining about other people making mistakes rather than on congratulating them on things that they do right. So if you have seen something that you liked in this video, make sure to congratulate me on this one. I will appreciate it for sure. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you next time.